God damn it, yeah. I got stunned and then all of them gangbanged me. It's really annoying. It's really fucking annoying when you get CC'd in this game. Because, like, you don't realize, like, it takes you a second because you're trying to do your shit. And basically being interrupted at the worst possible moment fucks you over. And you just, get fucked. Basically, it just interrupts your flow. So you're like, oh, I'm going to do this attack, right? I'm going to do this ability. This ability will, lead me to run away. And then you get stunned right as you're about to do it. Yeah, we really fucked them over. Yeah, we were like destroying. Even at the end, when both teams were literally just targeting us in our little hole, they were like not even targeting each other, just trying to attack us. We were still able to defend it. That's the problem, is when you're forced to go into that hole, like your numbers have a little bit of an advantage, but the problem is you can't force your advantage, right? If blue goes all in, red's just gonna hit you. Like, even if they don't want to, like, they were going in one at a time. They were like, oh, I'll send a little group. I'll send like, red was like, I'll send a little group on this side. Blue was like, I'll send a little group on this side. And you know, red was like, I'll send a little group. I'll send a little group. And, like, they basically do harassment tactics of, they send a little group, try not to die, or do as much damage, get the fuck out. Their tanks could do that. Their tanks had enough health to do that. The problem is that their DPS would just go in and die, because we would be able to burst them down quick enough. Not all the time, but often enough, yeah, we could do that. So you send in a small little group, we send us, like, red team sends in a small little group, you can't send in your entire team, because basically, to push us back, you need to send a lot more people. But if either team does that, they're just opening themselves up for a pinch from the other team, right? Like, if blue goes all in, if red wants to attack us, they would still have to go through blue. And in the huge, like, clusterfuck that is this fight, you know, you just can't do that. So they got fucked. So look at that. Yeah, 700,000, 5 kills. I died twice. Yeah, whatever. One time was just fucking bullshit. Like, you're just fucked. There's nothing you can do about it. You just got fucked. Because what they ended up doing was just let's see, it's Kozamaka. There it is. What they ended up doing, it just we were trying to poke in on red, and then they started surging backwards. And the problem is, when I was trying to get away, then I got stunned, and I'm like, shit, I got to get out of my stun. And I have my the paint thing to get away, but the problem is I have to be angled the right way. So it's like you have to unstun yourself first, then you have to run away, make sure you're aiming the right way, then you can do it to get away. So it's just all these things that require a lot of shit to go down first before you can actually successfully get away. And the problem is, so as I was trying to leave, I got stunned, so I unstunned myself, and then I got stunned again, so it's like, fuck. And then they just surged and killed me instantly. I died while I was stunned, unable to do shit, which is like, it's annoying. But it is what it is, right? That's the whole purpose. That's the whole purpose of having a huge team, is that they can do these things. So, yeah. But, I mean, who gives a shit? We won in the end, and that's all that really matters. Oh, shit, I forgot. I forgot my background fucking music. That's a shame. I just had the sound effects. Yeah, I was AFKing in Lindsay yesterday, but I didn't want the music to distract me from watching my videos, so I was just there to refresh my retainers, but so I turned off the music, forgot to turn it back on for the fight, because when I'm on my treadmill I can't hear shit anyway. And I also put on a YouTube video while I do it, 'cause kill time, so it's a shame for you guys. Didn't have any sound for our epic victory. Well, I mean, you had some sound. You had all the sound effects. I only just turned off the background music. But the background music for... That's not it. There we go. So now, I just need 2 more levels and I'm done. Which is definitely doable. We have, in 4 days, we have the second letter from the producer live. But basically, I should be able to I should be able to, I should be able to, that looks cool. Basically, yeah. So, in theory, I might be able to get Series 25 before the live letter. I think I would need to be first in every single match for these remaining 4 days. So the 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. If I got first place for all 3 of them, then maybe I would be able to do it. But I'm not 100% sure. It's a big maybe. Anyway, once I get this guy to 97, I will run a few vanguards. Simply because I want the vanguard hands, so I'll have a complete vanguard set. So I like what the vanguard set is. Okay, but anyway, now it is time to go Phys ring. Who's the best gun? It's a cool gun. My dancer. That's cool too. Oh, my bard. Okay, so I went the Manderville relics for every single one. Okay, fuck it. Let's just go Machinist. Just because Machinist has a lot of good burst damage right from the get-go. Like, the second you start your fight, you can just, like, unload a fuckload of attacks. Which is good. So if we ever do combat, I can just blast them to hell. Bard has kind of a wind-up. Even if you start with Wanderer's Minuet first, you still need to get your dots on. You still need to... Like, there's a few buffs you can do immediately to get a few bursts off, but like there's a few gauges that you need to fill up to do a lot of your big damage, which takes time. Whereas Machinists, technically, they do have a gauge, but like the only gauge that really matters that they can't fill up instantly is their robot gauge. So I can't summon the Queen right away, but with Barrel Stabilizer, I can get my heat instantly, so then I can do Wildfire and then just start blasting, combined with all my other OGCDs. Oh, actually, no, I guess I get 2 chainsaws. I get 2 chainsaws, Barrel Stabilizer and 2 chainsaws. Barrel Stabilizer, does Barrel give me heat and gauge, or does it just give me... I know Barrel... actually, no, I have Air Anchor and 2 chainsaws, which allows me to summon Queen immediately. So I could start with that. So, you know, it's pretty easy to do. It's pretty easy to start strong. Whereas Bard starts a little slow. You could argue Dancer starts pretty quick too, because you can instantly start your strongest dance. And your buffs and stuff, so... But it's more... Like, there's a lot of AoE in it, so the potency for it, while good, is still designed around AoE, so it's going to be less. Okay, but anyway, let's start my... Read all that shit, I was distracted. Okay, so... Okay, so the Mulja is the person we're here to see, which I guess I could have known if... Where are you? Oh, I guess I should have known. I think there's a picture of her on the quest in the journal. I didn't know if that was who we were seeking or... It's not that journal. This one, yeah. That's our ally, not the one we're hunting. Wait, is Tooljaw, did we meet her? Tooljaw, did we meet her as part of the story? I forget. Like their names are kind of all over the place. And it's also been like over 6 months since I played the game. Like since I played the main story. Forget if that was the name of one of the ones we'd met before. Okay, so she didn't recognize us, so clearly we haven't met her. Okay, let's see what the little totem thingy of this tribe can do. Okay, still needs a gang of buddies to do anything. Or maybe that's it. Maybe it's something that can compel them to compel servitude or something. Oh, I see. It's just a shield. Got it. It's going to expand. That might expand, but I guess it explodes. So it's defensive and kind of offensive. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe the damage it does is dependent on the damage that is done to it. So it's like a bide from Pokemon. It's a counter where it's like, oh, okay, I bided my time, took this much damage, or would have taken this much damage, and now I'm doing X amount, 2x damage to you once the timer's up. It's a weird ability, though, to have a defensive ability like that, but then also have a gang of people. It's like, if this is a one person shield, then you're kind of like, you can only help yourself. Oh, okay, never mind. Actually, I guess it's still a one person shield, isn't it? Can you only do one shield at a time? Of course, it does make the question of, oh yeah, but I'm Phys range. I was gonna say, like, what happens if I get close, right? Like, sure, you were attacking, but what happens if we like ran in for a hug and started doing like, judo or aikido, and just did non-weapon holds and grabs and shit? Would that work? Could we get in close? But since this is a Phys range roll quest, guess what we're gonna be? We're gonna be at range. So perfect for a shield like this. That is a cool shield effect, though. Those the scales on the shield look really cool. Okay, so it seems like it's one shield per person, which is, again, like, kind of weird that you get a gang of people when you can only defend one person. So all we have to do is beat the shit out of your gang, and then you're by yourself, and then, sure, you can defend yourself, but then there's lots of things we can do to keep you in place. Not really a super offensive one. If the shields can only shatter based on the amount of damage it took, as long as we confine you in like a jail cell, as long as we capture you when you're asleep or knock you out, gas you or something, put you to sleep, throw you in a jail cell. Even if you kept the thing, which we wouldn't let you, even if you kept it though, you'd be stuck in a jail cell and be screwed. It does make the question of how he got it, though, in the first place. Actually, no, I think the poison one is probably the stupidest one to someone get away with. Because the poison one is like, this is something you literally use every day to keep everyone alive. Like, it's incredibly important. You need it or you will die. Whereas the other ones were not, like, super important. One was, I think, just hidden away because it caused destruction in its wake. Using it would cause bad things to happen all around the person who used it. One was to cure poisons, but that was 100% used to make their food edible because of how poisonous creatures around them were. So it's like very, very necessary. One was just to stave off sleep, so you can have one guy essentially guard your village 24/7 instead of just hiring two guys in a cycle. And you might be like, oh, well, you're still saving a person. It's like, no, you're not. Because the sleep that you're taking from this guy, you're giving it to someone else. So essentially you're saying, hey, this one person's going to sleep forever. This one person's going to stay awake forever. So you're still using two people of your tribe to defend your town. Now, to be fair, the person who sleeps doesn't really need to be trained. So it is less training necessary, less skill. If you only have one skilled warrior, then that's fine. But it's also the kind of stupid thing of what happens when your skilled warrior dies or gets injured and is no longer able to defend you. You know, he's your only fucking defense. So obviously he's the most likely to get injured in a fight because he's always fighting. So like the fact that you have no backups, and it's like if you have backups, then why can't you just have those backups on a shift schedule? Like, yeah. So the concept was stupid. Like, it was dumb. Like, it could easily be done away with. Like, honestly, their tribe not having it doesn't matter, right? Like, who gives a shit? It's not. Their tribe will be totally fine without it. Doesn't really matter. Same for like the thing that summons destruction. Like, they were only sealing the way so people wouldn't misuse it, but it's not like their tribe needed it. This one actually could be needed, right? There could be dangerous monsters around you, and you're able to use this defensive shield to help protect your tribe. So this actually has some use, possible use, if they were using it to defend their tribes against vicious beasts close to them. But even still, the poison one is by far the most necessary, because without that, they just instantly die from the poisoned meat. Whereas these guys, it's like, they won't instantly die, because, you know, you could still beat the ferocious monsters. You know, you might take more damage, or you might have to be more careful about it. You can't just go recklessly barreling in, because this is a shield for one person, and one person only. So, like, but what it can do is pretty limited if you're worried about, like, vicious beasts. Like, sure, what they probably do is have one guy go out with the shield, tank it, while other warriors go in and stab it from the side. But, like, you can kind of do that without this super shield. Like, that's what tanks are for. Okay, so that Mumulja was someone she knew. And that's probably why he backed down. He's like, oh shit, it's her. I better. So maybe someone from her tribe. So maybe that's how that dude even has it in the first place. He gave it to that elf for some reason, or maybe was tricked into doing it. Who knows? Or maybe threatened. Maybe he threatened her life. He's like, oh, I'll kill Situlja unless you join me and bring me that thing. And he's like, okay, sure. She'll be safe once I leave. But then maybe that's why he backed down when she appeared. Because he's like, oh fuck, she's the reason I'm not. She's the reason I told. Bigger? I mean, yeah, the workaround for this is super easy. It's like, presumably he can still breathe, so all you gotta do is gas him, put him to sleep, problem solved. Hell, like, what about a spell, you know? Like, sure, maybe the shield's able to protect him against a fireball spell, but we have a sleep spell. Could we cast sleep? Or does it reflect magic? Regardless if the magic has a physical form, like summoning a fireball or summoning an icicle. Sure, maybe it can protect against the physical phenomena caused by the spells, but does it actually prevent the spell, you know? Oh, I see. So that's why they needed Phys range to do this, because it's like, yeah, attack from a distance. So it's possible the shield has a limit. And so if we keep just blasting the shield, then maybe it'll shatter by itself. Like once it hits a certain threshold. Like it's a certain health shield. It's like, oh yes, this will completely block, 10,000 damage worth of, 10,000 HP worth of damage type thing. Or whatever, right? Oh, is that him? Okay. I was gonna say, is that the dude? Because he's an elf. So I don't know. I thought he had purple hair too. I forget. So I guess he's a different elf. Oh no, maybe that is the dude. Because he's like, what? Because he's berating them. So maybe that is the guy that we saw, but he's just disguised, so we can't recognize him, I guess. So he's directing his group to attack us while he is away. Okay, I think that's going to be it for today. I did my Frontline Roulette. We absolutely crushed it. Love that feeling. Love winning. Who doesn't love winning? And I did some of my Phys range ones. I have, I think, the 71 and the 72 ones. So this must be the 74 one. I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to go ahead and call it, but thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.